Oh, hi there, and welcome back to Works of Resources Soviet Republic. So we're back in the Isles. Things are looking a lot better from what they had been previously. Look at all these people arriving onto our little island. Look how bumpy this is as well. I like how this is all messed up terrain, I guess we're going to call it, or it's hilly terrain. Not too smooth. Look at that bus. That is not good. Okay, well, so the good news is we are keeping the coal factory full of workers. I haven't gone on very far at all. We're also starting to get an excess of like refined coal in here, which is excellent. We're going to need this refined coal, and so we need to put into plan today. We need to make money. Money is getting really important. As you can see, we're down to 71,000. It does go up every now and then. That must be us delivering some bitumen. So let's have a little look at the accounts before we go on that. So if we just look at our exports of bitumen, oh, it's power. So we're like almost 20k power. Just under 5k, I say 15k power, so 20k in total. Bitumen we're doing okay on, that's just under 5k. So last month, yeah, we're shipping more power now, which is excellent, which is what we're going to need. Imports is mainly as buildings, so we need to reduce our building costs, but I think before we do that, we're going to need another export. And if you remember early on in our university, we started some research, and we've completed that research now, which is excellent. So we're going to want to do some more research, and we're probably going to lead towards engineering. So we're going to put that on. We don't need a lot of people on it. I'm happy for that just to tick along quite slowly. But as a result of the research that we are doing, we are able to make a chemical plant, which is excellent. So we've researched it. So that is going to be our income that we're going to look to make some money off. So we look at chemicals. We can sell that for 1,500 a ton. We don't need to sell massive amount of it to get a good income from it. If we can sell 20 tons of that, we're sitting lovely. That'll give us a nice little boost to our economy at the moment, and it'll be much appreciated. What this is going to mean, though, is we're going to have to do a bit of planning. We're going to have to do quite a lot of planning. And one of the things that we're going to need is we need some construction offices, and we're going to need to get power over to where we're going to do this, which I am thinking this area here will be excellent for it. This will be perfect for it. We can, if we flatten this out, make this look quite nice. We've got a nice little peninsula here. I've had a little look beforehand, and we're going to need, I reckon, we're going to need a harbour here so we can, it's got open space, it can sell everything and import everything that we're going to need to do this. And we could just, look at this, it's a big space, but, we could fit it possibly on the end here. We can get one here, and then we're also going to want to be able to unload aggregate in the future, because I want to try and get as much of our industry on this little peninsula. To say like this area here is where we're going to try and cram as much of our industry in as possible. So what we need to get on with this is enough talking. So we're going to need two things. I'm going to need a construction office, and we're going to need power over there. I'm also approaching on the sort of stage where I want to think about how we're going to be moving quite a large amount of vehicles through the area. So I think we need like a central highway as such. Now this bridge is only wooden, so it's probably going to end up getting destroyed. And I think I can quite safely say we put in a little roundabout. That's not little, is it? If we put in a little roundabout over here, like this, there we go. We could quite safely say we could use this for the short term as a point. Well, actually, we can leave that in there. We could probably keep this, but we can then look to take a highway off that if we need to. And similar to like we did on the Lyubinsk series, I kind of want to do a similar sort of style, sort of road, but this time we're not going to really have it that raised. We're just going to keep it coming through the town, and we're going to have to there are going to be roundabouts on this, I reckon. It's not going to be most efficient, but hopefully this will also give us the opportunity. I know we've got our electricity coming out this way, but we can always bring it down onto a roundabout, and we can run the electricity through the centre of this, our high voltage at least, and that's going to give us quite a good process for getting through here. I'm heading towards here, because I think we can use this as a roundabout. There's nobody in these houses. They have all moved out. Crossing, not... What are we crossing? Okay, that's a bit strange. Yeah, so we'll get everybody out of here. Let's just get rid of you here. That, yeah. They're going to get linked back up. They'll be okay. Everybody's either moved out or left because there's been no heating. I did move a load of them over. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but yeah, I tried to do the right thing. Oh, there's a path there, that's why. I was like, why can't we go through here? Path. So yeah, we can get this sort of central hub in, shall we say, to the... No, we're still on paths, aren't we? get this central highway, or this is going to be how we move the majority of our vehicles through here. That's what we want. Majority of the vehicles through, and that will, I'm hoping, help us quite a bit. Oh, okay. Don't need this little kinky. I hate it when I do that. But don't need all of that. Goodbye. If we can get you in, I mean, there's no reason, we don't really need these houses, so I can always remove one if they're in the way, and I think that's probably going to happen quite soon, but I quite like them here. I think it'd be quite cool if we can, no. Yeah, I'm not going to get in it. We're not going to get into, yeah, there's a path there, that's why. Need to get rid of this path. There we go. We can pull, I want to take, yeah, we can get here. Okay, awesome. So we just pull you along like so. We're coming a little bit too tight there. Let's just move you back. Yep, that'd be cool. And we could just, yeah. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. You get the gist of what we're trying to do here. And we can get this over then the right direction. We're going to struggle to get our roads out. Actually, we don't even have to, if we can, we're going to upset a few people. We'll probably, do I want to delete these? Not really. I'd quite like to keep them. So that would be good. If we can get you to through here? Yeah, through. I mean, I would not, oh, there's, okay, well then we'll take this little point here and we'll make our own way. Excellent, cool. So there's got 1, 2 roundabouts. This is mainly, I guess, once we get some, we can have another roundabout here. Once we get some of the industry up and we start bringing, yeah, it's going to work quite nicely, actually. We can always pull off this way if we've got a passenger port. Yeah, so once we've got this industry up, what was we thinking here? I'm thinking it could be roundabout in. There we go. Onto there, perfect, cool. So yeah, once we've got everything up and going, it's going to, we're going to have to, I think eventually, we will definitely tarmac this, but we can work on this road. We also need to work on the town roads as well. Like we need to get construction up and running. Okay, right. So we're now getting towards sort of the area. I'm going to bring you probably a little bit, probably to like take a little pinch out, don't we? There we go. I'm going to bring them to sort of probably about this area here. And I'm purposely not flattening this area at the moment. This road is going to be quite bumpy, which would be fine. We've got this into here now, and this is going to be, we're going to have a roundabout here. Let's put you in as well. Together, actually. There we go. That'll be better. Excellent. Cool. Nice, a reasonably sized roundabout there. Excellent. And this is going to be, we're going to try and have our industry around here. We need to get power into here as well. So let's think about that going on at the moment. We haven't spent any cash, which is excellent. It should be ticking up slowly, which it is. We're going to want a high voltage switch in here somewhere. And I reckon, really good. In here like this. Perfect. Okay. Yep. Cool, right. Now, if we can run our voltage lines in here, which we can, excellent. Yeah. I think it's going to be a bit fiddly to keep them in here. Other infrastructure is in the way. No, okay, maybe we can't run them perfectly. That's unfortunate. Why? Aha. That's all great. There we go. We're going to get them through here. Maybe we need a smaller one. I don't know. Okay, we're just going to fight it. I think they're going to have to be quite close together, which is a shit. Not even the ones I wanted to build. Let's go back on this. Wanted the like big bad boys. So how far down here can we get? Can we get further? Further? Think about. Oh, I think there's a good spot. That's better. And then if we can get you in the roundabout, that'd be perfect. Excellent. We're getting them through, and I think this will look quite cool. It's kind of almost realistic in my mind. I'm not sure how it's going to go when it comes to us putting in... Not going to like this bit, are you? Okay, we are going to have to demolish some houses, which is a shame. Not what I wanted to do, but in the name of progress, they can be gone. Right, goodbye. I know there's a church here. I'm not sure the church is going to survive either, which would be disappointing. But also, I'm wondering, I'm now sort of thinking, like, as I'm doing this, is would it be a good idea to, it probably would, put another switch in somewhere. Like, we've gone through, maybe not that roundabout, because this area is pretty well powered, but actually, we want to come across here, don't we? This is going to need some sort of redesign, so we could definitely put a switch in here. This church might end up go. End up go, end up going. No, 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 we don't want that. We want the switch, don't we? Let's get the switch in here. Yep, high voltage switch. If we can get you in there, we can't. It's too small. Okay. Where could we put that? I was thinking we could... We probably won't be able to get you in there. You're going to be too small as well, aren't you? Yep, okay, not a problem. We're just going to grab the power from over here and bring you on like so. Yep. Okay. Well, it's kind of... That's created a dead zone here. But nonetheless, always... I'm just going to like plant... I'm going to mark this dead zone out because we're not going to be able to build anything in there. So what we can do, though, is we can use this as like a natural divide. So we can call that there. So we could probably use this. I don't like how it is. I want to correct that. I think we're okay. I mean, we've got big power lines coming through. You're always going to need them through your city. But that kind of says to me that would have been a better way to run our highway because we could just run that down the middle. That would make kind of sense. Procrastinating now because like a roundabout here wouldn't be the end of the world. Let's leave it as it is. We can always add the additional highway on and run that into the town and have a roundabout there. And we do have the heating. Okay, well, that probably isn't going to work then. It is a headache. We could even do a roundabout with the train tracks going through the middle of it. Maybe, possibly, that could work. Okay, let's get on with the task at hand. So we now got power here. This should have power voltage. It does have voltage, which is excellent. So we're going to need to have power coming in here somewhere. But before we do, well, we need one at least for our... We need a construction office in the area, so that's why I was pulling this over. If we grab ourselves a... Let's get a nice one in here that we've got. We should have a transformer. There we go. Yeah, the small one should be good. And if we put you on... I think... Yeah, I don't think we need to go too big. I'm procrastinating again. I'm just thinking if we need to run the high voltage in here, what's going to be the best way? So maybe I'm going to use a vanilla one here. Slightly different. The reason for that is it's got a lot of medium voltage pull-offs, and what I can do from this is we can take more medium voltage if we need to. We've got high voltage going into either side, so that should work. I think that'll be okay. Then let's take this in, building in. What do you mean building in the way? There can't be a building in the way. Then we take a road across. Oh, now what we probably didn't want that quite so tight onto it because we've got to take power off on this side. So let's not do that. Let's take the road off at a slightly different angle here. You off and then bring you almost like that, and we can put the power onto here. Work, because what I want to do is I'm going to get a construction office. We're going to need a petrol station over here, a gas station. That would just enable us to start getting this area constructed. So what I want to do is, yeah, what I wanted you to do. Can we get you in here and pull one over? Because that would be perfect. We'll try it. Because if you will come, yes, okay, excellent, cool. That's worked better than I thought it would. So, cool. So what we want over here is a petrol station first. Let's have a look in the mod world. We must have a good one in here somewhere. Where are we? That money's still slightly going up, so we're doing okay here. We're definitely going to end up taking a loan. I think we're going to want quite a big one over here. So you are a one-way station. I don't want a one-way petrol station. Extra large? I don't want a one-way one though. No. Retro gas station? No. I want extra large. There we go. That's what I want. I want them coming in and out of the same gas station, petrol station here. If we can squeeze you in here, this would be perfect. Yep. There we are. Okay, brilliant. We're now going to be able to refuel our vehicles over here. We're going to want a construction office. Now, we're not going to hold back on our construction office here. I want a pretty big one that's going to fit in quite nicely. Now, we don't want to block our power lines. But what you can already see is we're starting to get into the area that we're going to want to build in. So let's give the construction office a nice little spot like here that can access the roundabout. This would be quite relevant for when we're trying to actually, there we go, put you in there, when we're trying to build in this area. Now we're probably going to rinse all our money now, but what we've got is we've got a little setup, and this is going to enable us to get a few things built in this area and start to plan where things are going to go, right? So first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go to the bank manager, and I don't want to, no, we're only going to borrow $1 million. I was like, yeah, let's take all the money, and we're going to pay it back over 5 years. 4% interest, rubles, yep. So we're borrowing $1 million. There we go. We should be happy. So now we're going to get you finished, and we're going to want to. I'm going to fill you up with. Yeah, we are. I'm going to fill you up with bulldozers, and I know this is a lot of money, but we can relocate them, and some excavators as well. Ouch. But we will move these around. There are other buildings that we're going to need to do, and that is just. I just want to smooth this area down. And we're going to get this all smoothed out quite nicely. So we've got a nice little working point. Where's our fuel state? You're our fuel refiller. Okay, cool. I want to give you it. Yep. Do we have our docks on? Why do we not have the docks on it? That's probably costing us some cash. Okay, well, we do now. That is good. Right, so you guys are constructed, and what we want to look at now. So I want to look at the ships. This is going to be, the hard part is going to be plumbing this all in so that it doesn't just take up a redonkulous amount of space. We want to keep this the medium one. This is going to future-proof us. How much are you? 158,000. And we're going to want aggregate unloading. You're 105,000. So that's 200,000 spent on getting our ships into the area. Now, what we can do now, which is going to help us, is we can get our boys into town and start smoothing this area out so that we can get the cargo harbour placed in. Now, we're not going to build it. We need to be this big. Like, if we're going to do it that big, I feel like we shouldn't be squished on the end. If we can do it small, then that wouldn't make so much. That wouldn't make. We are going to go small. Right, so we're going to put you into there, get our little leveling tool out, and let's get this area to a nice workable height for us so that we know that we're going to be able to get everything in. We're not going to have too much in the way of interference with things, with the buildings we're placing down. That's what I'm trying to say here. Shouldn't take too long. This is why we got all the machinery, so this just happens really quickly. So we've got a good little space in here. I'm not going to go ahead and build too much straight up off the cuff. We're going to have a lot of it sitting back, and once we've got everything sort of into a decent position, then we can start to build things. And which is where you're going to see all the money disappear. But I think if we can get the chemicals up, we're going to be sitting quite nicely. And we're going to use a combination of the ships and I think trucks for importing to start off with, and then we're definitely going to have to import the resources, but long term we can reduce the costs by bringing in other vehicles and getting other things done. Now, we shouldn't have too much problem in the town. I think we're quite warm. You're up and going. Let's just turn that off. I don't want you to purchase goods. We did do that, did we? Yeah. Right. Everybody rocking up to fill up with fuel, which is why we want it quite close to the petrol station. That'll always come in handy there. We could get gravelly. I'm not too worried about that. So we've got a nice, big, clear space here for us to get the cargo harbour set up and running. Now, one thing we are going to need. So let's think about where we want the aggregate unloading. So we're going to want to bring in coal, iron, and probably gravel, maybe uranium at some stage. We'll see how that goes. Now, if we can, we'll probably be able to get you on the edge here. Yeah, we can. If we're going to do that, the reason I'm thinking this is maybe we want this a bit more over here. And my thought process is the reasoning behind that. Okay, we can still go down more. Is we're going to place it in. Is what we need to be able to sure of is that we can unload whatever we need to in this area from here and in from our cargo one. Now the cargo one's going to be more important because this is where we're going to be exporting everything. We're definitely going to need to have in here and storage. Now the good thing is we don't have to, we don't want to put a forklift in between there. That'll give you a nice little space. So we don't have to actually have this connected to industries. We can just use trucks to transport it in. It'll keep them quite busy, be good, and make things look a little bit better. I'm thinking I'm just going to put the forklift facility in here as well. So that's what I was hoping for. Get you in about here. Yep. Roads are going to be tricky here at the best of times, I suspect. Well, might not get this through here. Bring you in like so. Oh, okay, no, we will. Perfect. Too sharp of a turn. The infrastructure is in the way. Probably that road that you're looking at there. This is going to be the challenge. Pull you through. Get you. Yeah, we can. Okay. We've got a bit of a road coming out here. Excellent. We do need to get power into this area as well, which is too hard with that, I don't think. So we've got a forklift garage here. We're going to need some storage for this area. So we're going to need. Let's just double check what this will let us export. So this will let us. We're going to need a warehouse in line here. We're going to need a warehouse and an open storage. Okay. So that's all we need here. Can ship livestock if we want to, but I doubt we're going to bring that over here. Okay, right. And we're going to need a warehouse. Let's get a warehouse up into town. So we can get a warehouse like nicely here. Excellent. Awesome. That's going to fit in there quite nicely. We're going to want an open storage. Oh, large on this. Also do a little bit of this. We're going to have to get adventurous with. Yeah, I think we can run fuel lines over the top of this. Now, the reason I think that was also put in here a bit of this. Is that you can see we've managed to squeeze our storage in for this facility in quite nicely. Now, what we need to also do is, and this is where all the money's going to come in here. Aha, I've got an output there. We can put you in like that. Okay, excellent. Let's see if we can then link. We're going to want fuel over here as well. Yeah. One of these. Excellent. Okay, brilliant. Cool. We're then going to have a way to fuel our ships as well. So that's working out perfectly. That's what we want there. So let's just click you to be built. So we haven't committed any money to this yet, but we've got our initial storages. What we're going to want here as well, which is our chemical plant. So we're almost there with that, and then we will put the storages in for this one, and then we're just going to have to connect power up to them and start, and we can start maybe our first stage here. So chemicals actually in here. So chemical plant, we're going to need heating over here too. Oh, and no, you want chemical plant wants bitumen, so we need to bear that in mind. Going to want it wants. Yeah, is that going to work? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay. Well, we'll put you in. So what does a chemical want? So we need wood, if I remember rightly, crops, and gravel to make this work. So what we can do then is if we run our little bada bing. Oh, now you're got a little road path here. Are we going to be able to get around? Yeah, we can. Going like so. Yep, and if we can get under here, that'd be perfect. We can't, so this is why we are doing what we're doing, as this tells me straight away what I can do is this little pipe out here. Yep. Let's take you back a little bit further and make that a little bit consistent. Maybe that was going to be a little bit too low over the crane. Possibly. Possibly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. There, and then into here. Brilliant. Cool. Construction officers. Now, some of this we will be able to assign to construction officers. I saw you go in there. Construction officers once we get that up and running. Excellent. Yeah, you're on. Okay. Probably a little bit too close. And this is where the advantage of us flattening this all down will come in. We're able to get this into here. Excellent. Now what we want is we're going to be bringing in gravel, coal from this facility here. So let's think about that. Now, we're going to want a large one, likely. And we could set you up like this. Fill you in. Yeah, that would work actually, I reckon. I'm just thinking here. So this will be our gravel one. Okay, well we can get you in here. And don't do that. I mean, oh, actually, let's think about this because we've got a road that we need to get through here straight away. So if we go into our little room of mods, we come in here. This is what I want. Excellent. Yeah, this is going to do like this. See how this looks. And do that. Yeah, we get a nice little road down. Excellent. Cool. That'll be our gravel coming into you. Yeah, and we've got everything where we can store for our chemical factory. Coal going this way. We don't need to look at that yet. It's going to be interesting to see how much this costs once we give it the green light to go. Hopefully we won't need to borrow too much money. Actually, we are going to need coal, aren't we? Because you require heating, if I remember rightly. Well, let's get some things built. So I'm pretty happy with this little setup here. So I think we're going to get this on the go and see how much money we've got left from that. And we're going to export with the ship. I mean, you're going to rinse us. But I think we will get a pretty good return on this. That's what I'm hoping anyway. The plan, we shall see with time. Especially with the, we don't need to build the rail tracks yet, that will come with time, right? That is everything we want here. So the coal we are going to need, because who else is going to want gravel? So we're going to need to take the gravel out of here. Where can we put a heating plant? Is what we're going to need, is we're going to need heating in this area. Winter is coming, and we're definitely going to want, you would sit in there quite nicely. Is not blocked off. What I'm thinking here is we can just like this. That would work quite nicely. And if we put a bus stop in, we're going to need to get people out here to work as well. And it's quite a distance from the city. I'm not sure a bus is going to work, but I've got a reasonable amount of money. I'm not sure a bus is going to work, but if it does, then that'll be perfect. Yeah, okay. If not, probably going to be a train if we're honest. But let's try the bus stop. And no, that's a one-way road. Right, let's try a bus stop from one of the mods. Look in here. Bus stop. Platform station. Do we want a one-way one here? Yeah, we do there. Okay. We don't want one way though, do we? You get around? No, you don't. We don't want one way. We want two ways. Would put you in here like this. Excellent. That'll be good. I think that will benefit us. Oh, we should probably actually looking at that now. Let's not have you there. Let's put you on the opposite side of the road. Yes. Go back and on the opposite side of the road. Fit in. That'll be perfect. Won't. Would move the road. Okay. I just looked at that and thought, oh yeah, you'll be a lot better on the opposite side of the road. But of course, yeah, make it fit though. Let's get you in here. Oh, okay. If we put you, I'm trying to think, like, can we get you to squeeze in here slightly? Yeah, that'll do. And then we're going to want to get the heating plant in. What have we got? Any? Just like the different looking buildings. I like that. Okay, that'll fit in there quite nicely. What do you produce though? Like your tank is 24 gigajoules, 15. Okay, they're not going to be. I want something. I want to be able to put in something 42. Oh, 2 gigajoules. What was that mod then? 24. I'm going to put you in, even if you aren't practical. You in here, and we're going to need to. You can already see this building wants to draw the heat. We need to make sure it's hot enough. This road will be a pretty busy road, which is going to be excellent. Go. Yep. Cross. You in, and there we go. Cool. This bus stop should feed both sides of the world there, which would be excellent. We are going to have to pay for... No, we don't have to pay for you yet. So now I need to get coal over here. And what I didn't look at, though, which best... Oh, we don't have... What do you require to pay for it? Yeah, you're not expensive. So how do we... Right. It's building. I'm confused now. Like, I thought there was going to be a... But so you store 60 tons of coal in you. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's try that. Not sure it's going to work. Let's build our little bus station here. That's you up and running. Now we're going to need a distribution centre and power into here. So can we squeeze in a station? No, I think we could. Yeah, let's have a little look. Powering. Can we bring power? And bring it through here. And that'll work. Let's just think. I'll put you in here. Excellent. Okay. That worked better than I thought it was going to. I thought I was going to have a big fight on my hands then. And then we put you into here. That's worked there. Now we can do a similar... I'm going to do a similar setup to what I've got here, possibly. Or... I'm now looking at this and we've got like a little empty area here. Can we get... Yes, we can. Okay, scrap that. We'll use the original stuff we've got set up. And we don't have to pay for any more materials then. If we need to in the future, we can... but I don't think we will do. We've got this little area here. I reckon... Connected onto there. We're going to need a fire station of sorts in this area at some stage. We'll chance our arm for a little bit. And I think we can get you in there. I'm sure we can. Okay, well, we've built all this now, so what do you must be able to get you in here, surely. Oh, that's because it's not an output. There we go. So if we can get you here. Yeah, brilliant, cool. We'll pay for that, then it's done. We're also going to want to pay for you. Excellent, cool. It's all coming together. It's going to be quite a busy district, I reckon. We're going to need to get ourselves... We need to get this road connected. So we just need to connect the roads and the power, and then we are almost there to getting the system up and running. Oh, it works. We'll find out. We're definitely going to end up putting butchers in there for sure. Oh, let's pay for those. So we've now got power in here. Everyone's got power temperature too low. No workers. Excellent. That's good. Building is without power supply. Check that. I'm hoping you can get everyone. Yeah, you can. Cool. Good spot for that, actually. That's got everything. One is without power supply. Why are you without power? You're not without power. Have we not connected something? It's not connected. Connected here, all connected here. There's our culprit. I wish there was a way for us to check that a little bit. Without having to look at the power lines. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, you got power right. So we've now got power going in, so everything's looking better here. We need to get this road out so we can get some trucks in this side of the world. I have to get... I'm hoping we can get under here. Oh, we can. Perfect. Cool. Right here and then onto there. Right, we are out. We mean business. Cool. Now these roads are subject to change. So good to not have to rebuild them. But I suspect... Hopefully we don't. Don't mind that actually. It gives us a nice through access. Cool. So now everyone's got access into there. What we are going to need to do is we need a bus station. We've got a fuel depot over here, which is The fuel, which is what we want. So we do need a distribution office, and then we're very close to this. Do we want the distribution office? We probably want it really close to you, actually. And we're going to need to ship in. You're not on our fuel list. We definitely need to buy ourselves some forklifts. That's these. Excellent. Cool. We're going to need to buy in, if we look at this. Yep. You need wood, but it doesn't tell you that. So we need gravel, wood, and oil crops. Oil tank. See if we can squeeze you anywhere. Oil is over here. Are we going to be able to in? Might be able to get. So yes, perfect, cool. Well, that's definitely interesting. I actually quite like that. There we go. So we can do that. I like how we've got a big oil pipe. This is going to look very industrial. Hey, for you. We're going to we'll ship oil in. I'm unsure if we want to buy this. I mean, these have a lot of storage, so we're not going to have to worry about that anytime soon. Looking very industrial. Okay. We do want a. So do we have a mod that gives us a? No, we don't. Okay, that's fine. We will want to like. I think we're definitely going to need a medium one. Is my thought here. Good. It can supply other areas as well. Yep. Okay. How close can we get you to the coast? Here. Excellent. Cool. And going to need to get a bus over here, and we're nearly at a stage where I'm going to run the road quite close to this just in case. Want to reroute that road. We've got a perfect opportunity here. Maybe we should do that. Maybe not. I'll see. Okay, so you're up, and hopefully you're going to get power. I don't see why you wouldn't. Everyone else can, so you should. Yeah, you're going to get power. Okay. This might be a problem. The fire. Anyone we need to be worried about? Well, I said the chemical plant then, and I was like, no, forklift garage. Okay. Well, straight away, we're having a fire at our forklift garage. Rats. Fire trucks have been called. Is this close enough? It's probably not close enough to you guys, is it? You're not going to get it? No, too far away. Okay. Fortunate. So we're going to lose that straight away. That will tell us then that we definitely need to have a fire station over here. What are the chances of that, of all the places? So we can also put you... Yeah. And you're getting heated. Actually, that works out perfect. Cool. Right. So there's our fires. These guys are going to be busy. Get this road in. That'll be excellent. If we can pull you... Yeah. Squeeze you in. Come on. Yep. Excellent. Cool. That also leads us to potentially have a building down here if we want to. Excellent. So we got pretty far with this episode, and I'm going to populate all the vehicles in between and get everything running. We're going to rebuild our fire station, or if we can get a... yeah, we're going to rebuild our forklift station. I'm going to set up all the routes, get everything running, and when you come back in the next episode, we'll find out if this actually works, if we're going to make some money, if we're going to lose money. We shall see. Indeed. We've never... Oh, right, we need to build these, don't we? Yeah. Okay, we'll build these. So, yeah, if you have enjoyed the episode, guys, please hit that thumbs up button, comment below, and maybe subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, take care. Ciao.